Hey everyone, I'm back again with another project about recycling old items. I'm wondering if there's anything in the storage full of old stuff that's broken and needs fixing. But wait a second, there's a broken old item in this toolbox that I completely forgot about. Seeing it brings back some memories from the past, and they're not exactly pleasant. I'd better open it up and see what's inside. As soon as I look at this cordless drill and its dedicated charger, I'm reminded of a morning when work didn't go very well. The main problem was a simple mistake. I left the battery on the charger for far too long, and after that it started refusing to accept a charge. When the remaining power was finally used up, charging it again simply didn't work anymore. So today I thought it would be a good idea to share a quick guide on how to fix this problem effectively, with a solution that costs very little. But I know you probably won't believe it right away. So I'm going to start with 2 simple checks to show the battery's actual condition. This way, everything is clear and there's no chance that the result here was prepared or staged in advance. After 2 careful rounds of testing, this backup battery still shows no sign of working normally. To keep things clear and avoid any doubt, I'll mark it so you can easily recognize it later. If you're dealing with the same situation, there's no need to rush. Before moving on to the actual battery recovery step, it's a good idea to thoroughly clean the inside of the backup battery. After long use, these batteries often collect dust inside, along with tiny traces of corrosion on small metal components that are easy to overlook. For the first step, you can use an old toothbrush to gently brush away the initial layer of dust, preparing the battery for a deeper cleaning. Next, I'll use WD-40 multi-purpose oil to clean things more thoroughly. This is a product many people keep in their toolbox because of how versatile it is. One of its most useful qualities is its ability to loosen dirt, remove light corrosion, and help clear away grime that tends to stick to small metal parts over time. In situations like this, where tiny connectors and metal surfaces can collect dust or develop very fine traces of oxidation, a small amount of WD-40 can help lift those residues and make the surfaces cleaner. That's why it's often used not just for lubrication, but also as a practical solution for cleaning and restoring metal components in tools and equipment. Another possible reason why the backup battery refuses to charge could come from a small assembly issue during manufacturing. In some cases, the wire connecting the battery cells to the positive and negative terminals may become tightly pressed or stuck in place. When that happens, the connection may not work properly. In situations like this, a small screwdriver can be used to gently loosen the space and adjust the wire, so the connection can return to a more normal position. And I continue cleaning the two positive and negative terminal slots of the backup battery using sandpaper to remove any remaining dirt or light oxidation on the metal surfaces, helping the contact points become cleaner and more stable. This is a motorcycle valve stem that I'm using as part of a simple device to help recover a battery that refuses to charge. The setup is made from basic items that are easy to assemble and easy to find at most electrical supply stores. At this stage, I recommend that you don't rush to copy it right away. Just watch the process first, and if the result proves effective, then you can decide whether it's worth trying yourself. For anyone who may not know, this is called heat shrink tubing. It's very useful for insulating and protecting electrical connections, helping wires stay secure while reducing the risk of short circuits or unwanted contact. To connect effectively with the positive and negative terminal slots of the backup battery, I'll use these two metal washers. They are simple pieces, but their flat shape makes them very useful for creating stable contact points. Normally, washers like these are commonly used in mechanical assemblies, especially with bolts and screws, where they help distribute pressure and keep connections more secure. I'm using a laptop charger to supply power because waking up a battery that has fallen into a deep inactive state requires a stable and moderate power source. The goal is to provide just enough energy to help the battery recover without putting unnecessary stress on the cells. During this process, it's a good idea to check the battery about every 15 seconds. Continue monitoring like this until the battery shows signs of recovering and begins to respond again. So now the battery has received enough energy. However, to know whether it can operate normally and remain stable, the best way is to test it in real use first and then make a proper evaluation afterward. And that's the result. Sometimes a small problem doesn't need an expensive solution. Just a little patience and a few simple tools. Hopefully this little trick helps bring your battery back to life and saves you from replacing it too soon.